Cheap housing superfans, be warned, Airbnbs and STRs are claiming more homes across the world, and you're going to hate what's coming next. And this is for us anti-Airbnb enthusiasts who believe that homes should only be used for cheap living and the government should ban anyone trying to do what they want with their property. Now, if you're not one of these people, and you actually like owning vacation rentals and using your property to create multiple income streams, I suggest that you stop watching this video right now because it may trigger you. Okay, now that those people are gone and it's just us cheap housing purists here, we can get into how perfect it would be if the government would just ban all Airbnbs and vacation rentals across the nation. My first of many reasons why the US should just ban all short-term vacation rentals is open up homes for everyone who needs a place to live and then lower housing prices. Naturally, housing prices would plummet with a fraction of the previous vacation homes hitting the market, assuming that 1/3 of the approximate 2.25 million short-term rental listings flooding the US market of 143 million homes, which is less than 0.5% of the total housing inventory, it causes a havoc in the high housing prices, and we can see home prices drop by tens of thousands of dollars. Now, how stupid of the government to allow such a large portion of people to compete in a free market. Am I right? I mean, the 2.5 million is the equivalent of 1.5% of all housing. That means still that there's only 98.5% of the housing market that is used for actual housing. What? Absolute dummies. And don't get me started on long-term monthly rental rates falling by tens of dollars, some homes even by $100. Long-term tenants are going to rush in to lease these multi-million-dollar 7-bedroom mansions and off-grid tree houses deep in the mountains. Glamping sites and dome homes are finally forced to negotiate long-term leases as families of 4 finally get to live their lifelong dream of residing inside a canvas shell protected from the elements by an 1/8 inch of fabric and windows made of sort of transparent plastic. Still, the American dream is coming true, and now because investors aren't buying up every other 1 in 70 homes to rent out as a vacation rental, they just stop trying to make money and give up on real estate altogether. They give the housing market back to the people. The market naturally slows down, and the Fed is required to drop interest rates. Mortgage rates plummet to their 100-year average of 6 to 7%. The people will celebrate and joy, forgetting the decades of the 80s and 90s when interest rates were between 12 to 18%. Hoorah! Now, neighborhoods are going to be filled again with happy, growing families instead of the 98% of respectful transient visitors who bring billions of dollars to local communities. Life in the States is back to better times before Airbnb and Verbos took over. Now, locals from all over take back their cities, property taxes come down because housing values drop, but we, the people, will celebrate again, ignoring the fact that millions of people had taken advantage of appreciated equity over the last few decades with cash-out refinancing and HELOCs. Still, the American dream comes true for the greater good. But just because short-term vacation rentals disappear, it doesn't mean that travelers and tourists have stopped too. So luckily for local communities, the large hotel and motel conglomerates come in and feed on the travelers who have nowhere else to go, increasing pricing by 3, 4, and 5 times their normal nightly rates. So instead of paying $500 a night for that luxury 3-bedroom, 3-bath home, they get to pay $500 a night for that convenient Super 8 motel room with that economically itchy blanket and that slightly curious smell. It's a win-win. People who can't afford or find a hotel room go back to the age-old strategy of safely couch surfing on a random stranger's hand-me-down couch. Bring back the good times. But our hotel and motel royalty saviors can't buy up land and wreck their massive concrete buildings fast enough to alleviate the increased nightly rates, causing millions of travelers who can't find or afford available hotel rooms to cancel the trips and do something closer to home. Another big win for humanity. And that's a great thing for towns and markets across the country that rely on the traffic of tourism and travelers. The local communities and businesses finally get a break from these eager sightseers willing to spend copious amounts of their discretionary incomes to support local tax revenues and businesses. The American dream is finally back. Free market is held at a distance. Entrepreneurs, investors, and small business owners are no longer the backbone of America. Slightly discounted homes. And if you're currently running or want to run a successful vacation rental and want help on how to shut it down or how to stop, simply reach out to me for a free call on the best ways to give your home back to the people. We can also help you pay more taxes to the government and find ways of donating to your local dumpster fires as well. All links are down below in the description. See you in the next video.